Okay, transitioning now to a Bachelor contestant. Sarah Herron, who I love following, by the way, on Instagram, recently reminded her fans and all her followers that it's okay to not like pregnancy, even if you waited to be pregnant for years and struggled with infertility, because it is okay to not like pregnancy. I am with
Preach.
her. I also do not like pregnancy. A small recap. Sarah was first diagnosed with diminished ovarian reserve in 2020, I believe. She and her husband, like the saddest story of all time, lost their miracle baby, Oliver, at 24 weeks. They are currently expecting twins. So excited for her. I think she's actually 4 or 5 weeks in front of me. So she's due likely in July sometime.
So exciting.
Very soon. But she said twin pregnancy is hard on the body. Any pregnancy is hard on the body. And despite complaining or posting reels about how difficult it is sleeping, I love every minute of my pregnancy, even though I'm pretty sure I have a cracked rib right now. It's just part of it. And it's also okay if you are someone who experienced infertility and hate pregnancy. Both feelings can exist. What are your thoughts? Because this, for some reason, got a lot of people stirred up online.
You know what? I'm glad she said it because I remember my pregnancy with Dylan. I loved it. The first trimester was hard, but I also think that because I'd had miscarriages, I was really conscious about feeling grateful. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I remember saying so often, the beauty of having had loss is that every inconvenience, you're grateful for every inconvenience when you're pregnant. However, my second pregnancy was so much harder. It was hard for me to find that gratitude. Like, I'm a grateful person. I'm someone who sees the silver linings. I was not well and I hated it. The second time around, I hated being pregnant. And I'm someone who's had loss, and I think it is okay. And I think you can be both things, like grateful to be growing life, but also hating the process. And I think that it's important we're honest about that because a lot of what I see online is like, it's rainbows and butterflies, and it makes the people who are, and like, I'm happy for people who have that experience because how beautiful is that? But, if that's not your truth, it can make you feel less than or like something is wrong with you. Or like, I know even you have said you cried because you really want to enjoy being pregnant, but you just don't. And I think knowing that other people feel the same way, there's some comfort in that, you know?
Totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I remember because, like you, we also had loss and feeling like I want to feel every symptom because it's a reminder that you're still pregnant. But I think we even talked about this in a past episode. Like,
Yeah.
I think God went too far
You're
when I was
feeling
like,
it
give me
extra.
every symptom because
Yeah.
this pregnancy, I'm still nauseous. I'm
Mhm.
still puking. Not as much as I was, but I threw up on Father's Day like a lot. And Father's Day was not that long. That was like a week ago.
And you're in your third
And I'm
trimester.
in the third
So
trimester.
you'd hope you'd be done with that phase.
Yeah. And I do wish I enjoyed pregnancy because, if I liked it, we probably would have a third child.
Mhm.
But Jason and I are both like, we both hate me pregnant because it's so hard for me. It's like hard on my body. I'm wearing a pregnancy band. I'm like exhausted, but mostly it's because I'm like so sick. But yeah, you hate complaining about it because there's so many people who want to be in your situation or who are trying to have a child or even trying to have like a second, third child. And so I think it's kind of like when we talked about Jennifer Garner and she was like, oh, it's so easy. I was born to breed. And people were upset about that you're trying to be mindful of other people's feelings. And
Right.
I do think it's good she brought it up like both things can be true because I do think both things can be true in that you can be grateful and also you can dislike something because the way it makes you feel. And I think we need to talk about that more
Yeah.
and be okay with it as a society.
There's something to like you can be sensitive and acknowledge that that there is a blessing in being able to carry your own baby, but also it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, we don't have to sugarcoat it or deny how we're feeling just because.
We're trying to make other people feel okay with how.
Right. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I think both things can be true. So I'm so glad she said it. And then these Instagram stories have like since expired, but I think she actually went on to clarify because she was getting so much heat. Like she felt the need even then to clarify what exactly she meant. And I
Yeah.
wanted to be like, girl, you do not need to clarify.
No.
Like twin
Exactly.
pregnancy, like regular pregnancy with a singleton with one child inside is a challenge. With
Yeah.
multiples,
Yeah,
like
ouch.
your body is working hard.
Double time, literally.
Yes.